Hey, you guys, and welcome to Talk to Me. So, today I am packing. I'm cleaning up my house, throwing things away as if I am moving to Dubai tomorrow. It's kind of hit me that if I want to step into that life, then I have to step into that life. If I believe for it, then I must act like it. The thing is, if I had bought a plane ticket to Dubai, I would believe I was going and I'd be acting like it. So, why not? If God is telling me that that's available in the spirit, why not go ahead and do that? You see, that's an inspired thought. My logical, rational, ego based self would never say, Alicia, you have no money, no real way, and have started none of the paperwork for the dog, but you say you're going to Dubai tomorrow. You're insane. Are you all right? And back in the day, I used to really believe that, and I'll get back to that in a second. But today I don't. You see, I let myself be inspired and then I act on that. I've gotten to the point to where I know that every single thing that I say and do is of the Lord. And I'm not saying that from a place of pride. I'm saying that from a space of humility. I really had to lay down every single thing that I was or thought that I was in order to let God into this capacity that at 9 o'clock in the morning on a day where I haven't even paid the rent, you guys. I don't want to say that out loud, but God is telling me that He's protecting me from that situation. No harm will come near me. I won't even realize that this is happening. It's going to be quick. I'm nothing about a logical, worldly me says that I should be planning to go to Dubai tomorrow, except for God. And so I'm going to do that radical thing that God says do that is drastically different than what my physical reality says that I should be doing. What happened to me the other day is I realized that my physical reality had me in quite the loop, repeating the exact same day again and again, wondering why I never leveled up from that space. You guys, it's because I was living a life based off of influence. Now, I've been doing the whole God thing really heavily now for the past 5 years. And I can definitely tell you, I'm not the same woman I was 5 years ago, honey. I'm not even the same woman that I was 5 days ago. I've been going through a rapid, repito, transformation. And today is my first day, really, of being brand new. Yesterday, I crossed over to the Jordan River and transmuted fear into joy and optimism. And now I'm living through that. And what God told me, He said, you've gone from a life based off of influence to an inspired life. And that is what happens when you become the gift, when you become the person where it is just my obedience, my testimony, me being here leads through a breakthrough for you. That's what we're here for, you guys. We're all little beacons of love and healing for one another. We should be able to walk into a room and shift this energy to positivity. They tell you, if God is within you, you cannot fail, but you have to also remember that you do carry that godlike quality of goodness, of love, of graciousness when you walk into the room. And God let me know I can only do that if I am walking in His inspiration and not the influence of the outside world. The influence of the outside world will only let you show up in like a satisfactory type of thing. Eh, eh, They, it's kind of twisted. A lot of us look at influencers and we think we're getting inspired. We should want that. You're not, because you're basically saying, I want what they have. Well, some of these influencers are on a yacht in the middle of Saint Tropez. You don't even know what they had to do to get there. You're not inspired to get that. God didn't give you that thought. You were influenced to have it. And so a lot of us, we look at people who influence us as a source of inspiration, but inspiration only comes from the Lord. Our consumerism says, I want that and I have to have that, and this is what I need to do in order to get it. And that's the loop that I broke. I get my divine inspiration like Alicia. We're going to Dubai tomorrow, okay? I know it doesn't look like that. I know, honey, but that's what's happening. So please get your life together today as if this is what you're going to do. And instead of allowing, the outside world to change me, to make me do anything else, now I'm going to act on my divine inspiration. The key difference here is that your inspiration is for you from God. Some of you are inspired right now to start golfing, but you're looking at the outside influences and being like, oh, not think I can do that. I want you to take the first step towards being whoever is listening. Somebody must be, because God's putting this in my head. Take that first step towards I'm a pro golfer. That's it. And just let yourself feel that for a brief moment. I am a pro golfer, and go from there. Just the same way I am going to Dubai tomorrow morning. I'm not going to wake up wishful thinking and crossing my fingers and hoping and praying. I'm taking it as this is God's divine word and his divine order, that this is God's go. The thing is, and I'll close out with this, God's been giving lots of us goes for a while. He's been telling a lot of us, get up and go do this, or get up and go do that. He's been telling me for years that all I had to do was go back to Dubai. I didn't really understand, like I say, until these past few days, really this moment, what he meant by that was that I had to be the woman that was ready to just simply, by any means necessary, Lord, I don't care how it happens. I've got no plan, but I'm ready to go back to Dubai. That's what he wanted from me. He wanted me to go from the gal with the plan who says the gal whose God has a plan. God, I am the girl whose God has a plan, and I'm just doing that. And he knew that the moment that I finally got to that point to where I was like, okay, God, I'm going to Dubai, the level of growth and character that I would have to have experienced to be able to accept that it can be that simple and it can be that easy. So I declare for myself at this very moment that divine timing came for me the moment I realized that I had gone from living a life that was based off of influence to one that was divinely inspired in all ways. And I am willing to grow on that every single day. That's it. Ding. It's like another little click just went off. I am living a life that is divinely inspired in all ways. I will take the Lord's inner promptings seriously from here on out. If God is telling me to throw away paint and dishes, I'm throwing away paint and dishes. If he's telling me to make a fantastic dress because I'm going someplace fantastic tomorrow and it needs to be done today, this is what I'm spending my time on, then guess what, sweeties? That's exactly what I'm doing. And that is what I'm spending my time on. I let myself live a life of influence for far, far, far too long, with these outside things constantly telling me, well, if you get this, then you can get that. Well, if you get this, then you can get that. I recognize I got so much of the outside stuff that says that you should be happy. And it wasn't that I wasn't happy, I wasn't fulfilled. That purposeful living just wasn't taking place. And God has let me know now that I can be inspired, I can be an inspiration. I carry him with me, not the influence of the world. Not one more thing for someone to say, I want that, but it's outside of what God wants from them. He said, you are what God wants for people. Anybody who meets you is going to be inspired by you, and they have the ability to go from there. So, yeah, I turned into the walking gift, the walking miracle, the walking presence of God. I own all that. And not from, like I say, a place of pride, but from humility, truly understanding and knowing why God has gifted this to me and going out there to use it well. And my crossing, like settling in moment, you know how they went into the promised land, they had a little bit of issue there, but after that it was good. And so that's where I'm at that after that point of recognizing that it is okay and safe for me to act on God's divine inspiration. It is not crazy. I'm thankful to have it. We're going to Dubai in the morning, baby. So, yeah, that's happening. I will not, hear me say this, I will not be in this apartment on August the 8th, 2025. This is my last day here, not because something tragic is happening, but because something is glorious is happening, because that's what God has inspired me to believe in. Have a blessed day, you guys.